For Johnson, this feels like an appetizer. But little did anyone know, his recent body slip was just the opening act of a disaster. At the Cultic Earthquake Institute, a trainee reported to Dr. Hayes that they detected a dense party of tremors in Nevada. They monitored 23 tremors in 24 hours, with magnitudes between 2.0 and 2.6, and the Hoover Dam was just a stone's throw away from this tremor party. To complete a brand new earthquake prediction model, the doctor and his students boldly hit up the dam for data collection. But unexpectedly, things were going to unfold much faster, just like a movie being played on fast-forward mode. Just as he finished speaking, the doctor looked down and saw the dam cracking wide open like it was set off by a demolition crew. Without a second thought, the doctor rushed to evacuate the crowd, playing the hero like a scene right out of a movie. Halfway through the run, Conan noticed a girl cowering in the corner, grabbed her tightly, and dashed wildly towards the exit only to have his foot impaled by a bar. Witnessing the chaos behind, Conan stopped the doctor from saving her, knowing deep down that she wouldn't make it out alive. Shocked by nature's terrifying art, the doctor returned home only to be smacked with his wife's divorce papers talk about the double whammy. What was once a happy family of four turned into nature's prank, leaving the doctor's heart feeling rather heavy. The doctor was feeling down, like he was on an emotional roller coaster. The doctor's emotions were whipping around like a theme park ride, making no sense at all. The emotional burden weighing on the doctor's heart was truly unbearable, with happy family scenes continuously replaying in his mind. For what was once a happy family, that emotional wall was just too high for the doctor to scale. Back to a joyful fate, but the doctor's heart was a mixed bag of feelings. Daughter Blake and Daniel were living the high life on their private jet to San Francisco, a dream trip for the rich. Daniel retired from superhero work, became a real estate mogul. That is Eflen Mark 8. After landing, they hopped in a luxury car, feeling like they just stepped into the future at Daniel's skyscraper. Blake took the interviewee's Tyler and his brutally hostage. This flight was turning into a real-life flight instructor scene. Just as they chatted, the doctor was interrupted during an earthquake interview by a student. The new observation data showed that the whole San Andreas fault was shaking like hidden currents under the surface. Yep, just as I've said. Who should we call for help? Everyone. Johnson zoomed by in his plane for repairs, dialing up Emma back in Los Angeles. Trying to smooth things over, but midway through, Emma's utensils decided to start a dance party of their own. Emma, we need to scram. Oh my god, Riley, I've got to get out of here fast. Where are you? Emma frantically asked, as Johnson turned around to speed towards her, just as the doctor was also hit by violent tremors. The earthquake spread from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and Blake watched as Daniel wrapped up work. All the pressure was on him now. The doctor spotted a major tremor line and started to sweat. After saying goodbye to Ole, Blake and Daniel prepped to leave the building, as the garage awaited their wild adventure. Just a few steps in, a sudden barrage of debris pelted their windshield, a total shock out of nowhere. All cars alarmed amid tremors. Daniel, realizing it's an earthquake, urged the driver to shift and flee. But no matter how fast they drove, they couldn't outrun Mother Nature's roar. How frustrating. Oh my goodness. Oh. The driver met his end on the spot, pinning Blake's leg, the heart-wrenching twist. Daniel panicked, wanted to save Blake, but seeing the building about to collapse, chose self-preservation. Eventually, he left Blake behind and dashed to the lobby on the first floor, where everyone was scrambling out. It was like a huge self-preservation battle. Daniel called a security guard for help, just as the building started collapsing again. Seeing the guard turn into a pancake left him utterly. Tyler, overhearing the conversation, felt a tightness in his chest at seeing Daniel abandon Blake, and he and his brother bolted to the garage. Tyler tried to pry the stone off with a rebar, but they underestimated the weight, and with aftershocks, it was just futile. After several failed attempts, Tyler opened the trunk and to his surprise, found a hydraulic jack inside. Tyler quickly jacked the rock high, but it wasn't enough. Sensing the urgency, he took his rebar and systematically popped the tires. As soon as Blake could move, Tyler rushed over and swooped her up. Talk about a hero saving the beauty. Chaos outside was like a circus as people ran around like headless chickens. Survival was a game of luck. Luckily, the trio found a respite in the corner of a building, finally catching their breath. Johnson aboard the plane was less speechless, as the city surface roared and surged like ocean waves. Subtitles: every building gradually collapsed, and inside the restaurant where Emma was, people were scurrying around like headless flies in a desperate search for the exit. Tripping Emma opted for the rooftop, only to be shocked by a hellish view awaiting her. Everyone scampered downward, but Emma firmly believed Johnson would rescue her, climbing to the roof like a superhero. As she opened the door onto the platform, she realized the instruments before her were beyond her wildest imagination. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.